Okay, so we have the model ready-made right now. So the next thing what we have to do is that okay, in the model we are injecting from this one and production from this one. Okay, let us leave it for the time being. I'm closing this window. And I am as it is made for the stars, let us drag and drop in stars, run immediately. Okay, so it has been simulated for 16 hours. Okay, these are the simulation data. Let us see the result. Okay, where it is IRF. For seeing the result, you have to drag and drop your IRF file to results tab. Then in new interface, it is too easy, as Amit sir has shown. But I have the institute version, that is 2013. So let us, the most common one, let us find the oil rate AC. Okay, and from the producer. Okay, okay, you can find this is the oil production. And also let us add one more curve. Injector. Gas rate, cumulative, fluid rate AC through injector. This is the fluid rate that we have injected, because we are injecting at the constant rate. So this is the fluid rate we are injected. And let us have this in log scale, so we can see both of this. And let us do one more thing. Let us add one more curve. Water injected. Oil rate. Cumulative water producer injected. Okay, as you can see, it's a cumulative one, so it is straight away increasing. Like that, we can draw different curves and find what is the thing. Also, we can find the water cut from the producer also, like different curves. You can plot all these things and we can analyze all the production behavior. And this is all about the graphs. Okay, and we have one more option. I'm not saving it. We can have the 3D option as well. Okay, that means we can see it in 3D scale like this. Okay, and let me delay it for the 500. Otherwise, it will be difficult to see. Okay, so if we run it, you can see now it is gas mass density. How the gas mass density will be changing on at a different time scale. We can have this all other properties like what else we have to see. let's see temperature, how the temperature changes. Oh, sorry. Initially, there was no burning, there is no reaction, so everything is set to 120 degrees Celsius. The entire reservoir, the entire core is at 120 degrees Celsius. Then let us play. So here the burning started, and after some time it has been propagated and came up to here. And the maximum temperature in this case we can observe is 606. So we can view it in a 3D animated way. We can see how all these properties, how the saturation, how the temperature, how the pressure, etc. are changing at each and every time step. Okay. So let us say you might have studied in your reservoir engineering that frontal advance theory and fractional flow, frontal advance equation and fractional flow theory and all those things. We can correlate with that one, and we can find what to say. Let us say if we are injecting steam, so if we find the the saturation of steam, if you want to find the saturation of steam at a particular time, at a particular length, or near some injector or near some producer, all these things can be seen that what to say as animated view using this 3D graphs. I hope now you know how to use the 3D graph. And a 2D graph already you have seen yesterday. If you have any doubt, you may please ask now. I hope it's clear. Okay. So we can close this one and we can come to our next thing. That is that file. Again I am opening the data file in this one. Let us say I have seen this much of oil has been produced using this particular configuration and all those things. So let us say we were thinking that we have injected water also into it, isn't it? So let's say if we now we have considered the wet in situ combustion case. So let us say how much oil can be extra recovered, or is it viable that if we are going for the gas injection? Okay, so what we can do? Excuse me. Okay, so what we can do? We can just no, Amir. I was asking that let us say right now up to this time we were injecting gas, and after that we were injecting water also. That means that this is dry in situ combustion up to here, and then wet in situ combustion. So if we continue with the dry in situ combustion, what will be our production? If we want to find that, what we can do? In this case, we have to provide the steam pressure also, because steam much more amount of steam is going to get generated. Mole fraction of water must be 0, and let us say we are injecting this. Let us say we are injecting the same fluid. From above, I can take that values injection fluid. That is 0.79 inert gas and 0.221 oxygen. Same we can use here. 0.79 and 0.279 and 0.21. Okay, apply. Okay, that means now we have changed some. Okay, so we have now changed it into entirely dry in situ combustion, and we can save it in another name. Let us take it as 3. Okay, so let us run this one. That is okay. Terminating the simulation, fatal error, abnormal termination. So there is some error. Water component must be present in the injection option. Okay. Got the point. Let me delete these files which we have generated now. Yes. And let us correct our problem. Okay. So in the wells injector, all these things were fine, and the injection fluid, because here you can see the injected fluid was gas, but in this case I have changed, even though I have changed the water phase, I forgot to change the water gas, so that error came. Okay, so now we can apply, and let us run the model again. Termination, fatal error, abnormal. The water component must be present in injection option for well injector. Okay, there is some more error. Let us try to solve that. It's already open, so these multiple files were open. Injectors, injection fluid, gas, apply, okay, file, save. Now let us see if it is working or not. Let us delete these files. Stopping and now it's fine. Last time also I made a mistake. That means I haven't saved the file. So it was running from the save which was been which has done earlier. Okay, so now it is again, we have run that model. We have just changed it into the entire thing into the dry in situ combustion. Okay, so let us compare these two, wet in situ combustion and dry in situ combustion, how the oil recovery is changed. Well, producer, where it is oil, right? Cumulative oil, SC. Okay, fine. This is our cumulative oil SC for wet in situ combustion. Let us add one more file. It is not getting. Okay, export, save, and file. It must be from open. Sorry for that. Sorry for the delay. CMP simulation results. No. Okay, sorry. Now it's fine. Sorry for the delay. Okay, now the second one. This blue line represents the dry in situ combustion. Okay, and the cumulative oil produced we have plotted. So from here, what we can see? We can see we have the wet in situ combustion is producing more oil as compared to the dry in situ combustion. Okay, and let's say now let's say if you want to change one more thing, let's say if you want to change the quantities of air or all those things, all those, that means let us say if you have want to enrich the air with the oxygen, we can change the quantity of oxygen over here and we can find this one. And let us say in wet in situ combustion, if we want to increase the amount of water and if you want to find out how we can improve the oil recovery, that can be also done. Okay, so using this trial and error method, we can do all these things. Okay, if you have any doubt, you may please ask now. Otherwise, we can move to the next change that can be made into our model. That means you can change the variables and find also you can change the wells also. That means, okay, let's say if I am perforating here, what we can happen? Okay, I will show that. I will show that. Till now, if you have any doubt, you may please ask. Or if everything is clear till now, please type yes. Okay, fine. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So we have seen while changing all these things, we can do that. But let us say if we have developed it for a what to say lab scale simulation. That means we must have run a lab experiment and we have simulated it and we found that it is purely in agreement with the experimental result. So let us say now if we want to change it into field scale, okay. In field scale we know it is not like this. At least we must have some direction into I and J direction, some blocks in the I and J direction. But in this case, we have only K direction. It is a linear flow, so it is not going to happen in actual case. So what we can do? We can change the geometry over here. How we used to change the geometry? We can again create the grid and change the geometry. But let us say this is a, we can say sometimes this is the one of the limitations of this graphical interface. I will show you. Partition. Okay, let me say I need 5 in X direction and 5 blocks in Y direction, and I am not changing anything. And let us say 5 where it is into X I direction, enter here 5 into Y direction dimension. We have seen all these things. Okay, you know how to do this. But after clicking OK, what will happen? The reservoir array properties has been changed. Okay, so we have to specify all these array properties once again, because even though for the entire block we have defined 0.25 as the porosity and permeability as some values, but if you change the grid, the graphical interface or the builder won't be able to change that automatically into the entire model or entire grid block. So in that particular, it will be easy to use. I'm not saving this one. I'm just closing. Okay, fine. No. In order to do that, let us say this was our parent file. Control C, Control V. Instead of this OP, let me call this as 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So we can open it in your notepad and we can here we have the grid partition 1 into 1 into 20. Let us just change the value into 5 into 5 into 20. I am not changing anything else. Okay, here I have changed the dimensions of the grid and I am saving this file. This is just a tip, and let me open that one, 4th one. Okay, you see, we don't need to worry about anything. The wells also there was some errors, and in reservoir also, so in reservoir also there was some errors in array properties, and that all those things were not defined at that case. Now the builder is not recalculating anything. It is assigning it for entire this thing. So we don't need to worry. This means this is some little bit easier procedure if you just want to change the dimension. If we change Chandrakas, what I was saying is that let me open another file also. The second two. Okay. Okay. Here, let us say I want to change the dimension. Right now, it is just a large scale. I am not changing it into the field scale. Let us say I don't have any other option. So what I was to do? I will have to do specify the earlier dimension is provided or already over here. Let us say I want in I direction I want 5 blocks, and in J direction also I want 5 blocks. And in this here what we have to do, we will be I'm just taking it as evenly 5 into this much, and here also 5 into this much. Then after clicking OK, you can see in wells we are getting some error. That means the entire well, the ball, there is 0 wells over here now. That means it got deleted. The 2 wells which was already there got deleted. We have to specify all the 2 wells, and we have to specify all the constraints, all the injection fluid, everything we have to specify again. Okay. And also in reservoir section, you can find all the array properties has been removed. Chandrakas. Okay, so if we don't want that to happen, what we can do? We can simply open this that file in grid over here. So what will happen? As we are doing it manually, the builder is not able to change all other things based on that. So the entire property, entire well, etc. will be same over there, but only our grids will be changing, or the dimension of our reservoir is going to change. Is it clear now? Okay, good. Anyone else has any doubt? Okay, fine. And also, I am not saying that it is not only applicable for the grid. And let us say if you want to change the dimensions also, that can be also provided over here. We can change the dimensions also over here, and permeability, porosity also over here. If you want to change it over there, it will be messed. The entire model will be get messed up, and we have to do everything from the scratch. I don't know about what is happening in 2020 version. Till 2013, it is like this. So what we used to do is we used to change it in the text file. Okay. Now let me close this one. No. Okay, now we have created this fourth file. Okay, now moving to well. Those 2 wells are there, and I will show it in 3D view. Those 2 wells were there. Okay, this was our initial model. Only this corner one was there, and the producer and injector, that means the injector is over here and the producer is over here. Those things also there. Okay, let me change the one. Okay, if you want to see the perforation, let me show that as well. Perforations 111 and the producer 1120. Okay, let me say I want to change the perforation to what to say. Now let me say, okay, cancel. I want to change it because I don't mean in real case it is not going to happen. Most probably if you are injecting from here, most probably we are going to select a corner point to produce. At the bottommost cell, let us say I am going to produce from here. Let us see how we can do that. Injector, producer, perforation. It was 1120. So begin. I have perforated it on 5520 and I am deleting this one. Okay, apply. Okay. So I have producer over here and injector over here now. Okay, and let us say if I want a five spots pattern, that can be also possible. We can change this injector into the middle, and we can have 4 producer at each and every corner as well. Okay. So let us save this configuration. Save and close. So we have closed it, and then let us run this one. Let me close everything. Let me run. Hopefully till now there is no error. We are lucky. Stopping end time reached. There is no error. Everything is fine and good. Okay. So we run the simulation. Let us examine the result. Hard plot. There is oil rate. Oil rate is okay, fine. Producer. This is our oil rate. Let me hard plot. Cumulative oil rate. Cumulative oil is producer. Okay. This is the cumulative oil produced. And again, we can see it in 3D. Where it is gas saturation, oil saturation. Okay. So let us put the delay to 700 because we are not running it for a long time. Why I am not running it for a long time? It will take too much of time to run the entire simulation. If I increase the time steps, it will take a large amount of time. So let us see how it is changing. You can see that means that here it was 1. The oil saturation was changing like that. If you haven't seen, let me play it again one more time. Okay, the oil saturation is changing all over this place, and it is getting produced. So at each and every point, what is the we can see what is the saturation at each and every bit flow. Let us move to the
ये है आम जिंदगी। कैसे हो भैया?
oxygen.
ये है मेंटोस।
Okay. Initially it was like a 0.1 or something like that. Then let us say
ये है
we are
आम
injecting,
जिंदगी।
and after some time what happens? We are injecting
कैसे हो भैया?
So this is how the
ये है
saturation is
मेंटोस।
If you have any doubt, you may please ask now. Or if you want to see any other changes, let us say if you want to change the different perforation intervals, how we will be doing, or anything, if you want to change the model to any other thing, please let me know. Or if everything is clear, please type yes.
Good grammar and spelling are important, but if you want to write essays that inspire, messages that forge.
While seeing the temperature, we will be able to know how the peripherin moves in the reservoir. Initially, the temperature was high over here, there. Okay, because it will be difficult in this view. Let me take a cross-sectional view. Okay, something like this. 3D view, 2D view. In this case, it will be little bit difficult to see the temperature change, because initially, let us say if you, at the starting point, what is going to happen? Initially, we can see that it is burning here. Then what will happen? It is going down and down and down. So we won't be able to see anything over here, because the production is happening from the bottommost one. So I will show you that. Okay. So at the next time step, it is moving down. So if we change this one, it is something is happening over here. And again, if we change the corresponding this one like this, it is again moving down and down and down like this. Nikhil, I was not saying that if you want to see any animation here, I was saying that if you want to see how we are going to change our model, like let us say if you want to change the well configuration, if you want to put a horizontal well, all those things I can show in the model. If anyone interested, please let me know. How we can incorporate a horizontal well, we can do that also. We can convert it into toe-to-heel air injection by utilizing that. If you want to see anything like that, please let me know how to do those things. Perforation for injection is in which grip block? This topmost point, topmost block, 120, yeah. We can, entire section we can perforate. Let us see how we can do that. Let us delete these two files. Okay, it is open. Now, okay. Wells, injector, perforation. Now it is 111. Sorry, Amir, this is 111, topmost. It is not 1120, it is 111. If we want to change it into 1120, that is also possible. Answer. Let us say I want to change it to CD view. Injector. Right now the injection is happening from here. If I want to change the injection into the bottommost, this one, and this one, all the 3 points over here, we can do that as well. Amir, I will unmute you. I'm not getting what exactly. Yeah, Amir.
Yes, sir. Sir, I was saying that since we are injecting in the very first period 111, it is difficult to see the temperature profile going downwards. Like it disappears in the middle. If we can perforate it in 1120, then we'll be able to see how it will go from like down.
In that case, also it won't be entirely what to say. Due to this gravity segregation, it will move a little bit upward also. Let us say if we have let us say if we have deleted, okay, let us delete the entire 20 blocks and let us inject it from this corner and produce it from this corner. We can do that. Then in that case, we don't need to worry about all those things. Okay. Okay. Any other doubt? Please ask me now. Or if everything is clear, please type yes. So after this, you must be able to do the steam flooding as well as in situ combustion. Only thing is that in steam flooding, you are instead of this what to say, air and water, etc., we will be injecting steam, and we don't need to specify any reactions also in steam flooding. And also, let us say if you want to simulate the SIGD, how you can do that? You just need to create the perforation of the injector and producer according to that. That means a horizontal injector you will be giving like this, and below that you will be giving a horizontal producer. That means in each and every blocks you just keep the perforation. That's it. Okay, are you able to do the SIGD, steam injection, and in situ combustion, to heat injection, all these things? I hope so. SIGD. For SIGD, what we have to do? Let me change it into SIGD. Injector. Perforation. Begin. 111. It is already there. 2, 3, 1. 111. Okay. Let me change it into the view. Change the view. Cancel. Not this one. Yeah. That's fine. Now perforation. Let me add perforation of the injector. Begin. Here 211, 311, 411, and 511. Okay. So, and also for producer, yes, for producer, let me delete this one. And perforation, we can go give it. Let's keep this vacant, and let's start from here. Okay. 153. 153. 153. Sorry, I have to change it again. Answer. Producer, perforation. Let me delete this one. begin, we can have this one 153 253. Oh, again it is on 5, sorry. Let me do it over here, and we can change this 153 into 113. Okay, apply. Now it will come to 1. Then next of the perforations 213, 313, 413, 513. Apply. Okay. And also you have to change the injection fluid as well. Amir, this is how we can do that. This is the injector and this is the producer. Any other doubt, anyone? And also, Amir, I am not saying that I haven't considered any spacing, because as we know, we must consider the exact spacing while we will be making the entire model. The injector producer spacing, that means in SIGD, you know that, right? Any other doubt, anyone? Sir, can you show the results for this? Right now, okay, let us run this one. Let me save first. Save. Four stars. Stop then trend reached. Okay, luckily there is no error. Our model is fine. Yeah, Rahul, I first let me show this result. Okay. There it is. Relative oil produced. Anything you can check. Right now I'm just checking the oil produced. Okay. This Brugya? Brugya? Is it clear? Okay, fine. Now Rahul was asking where we will be changing the injector fluid. Wells, in injection fluid. Rahul? Rahul, we can do two way. That means, let us say, if our temperature is high, reservoir temperature is high, it will be automatically converted into steam. Otherwise, if we are injecting steam, in this case, we haven't added any component steam. Otherwise, it will be showing steam also in this case. Rahul, in components, we have to add steam. Okay, any other doubt, anyone? Because I know it is difficult to grasp all the methods of this EOR processes while looking into this video. If you do it yourself, then you will be encountering multiple problems. Then after rectifying those things, you will be able to make any model. Okay, those who have the cracked software, try to do it yourself. And also one more thing, I will show you while you're using the CMG. Okay, you always check the files. That means it is not like there are plenty of sample files available in CMG. Almost whatever problems you can encounter in real case and in lab scale, almost every file is available, sample files are available in CMG. You just go to its a repository that is also getting going to get installed during your installation process. That means in DRM or in electric also there are files. Electric heating also can be possible, and all these kind of things like SMO. In SMO, that means which file denotes which one, that can be seen in the what to say. It's what to say. There will be each and every manuscript associated with each and every simulator. In that you can see what it denotes. Let us say otherwise you can manually check also. This one is for dilute stable emulsion flow in parallel flows. Like that, each and every this is having each heading, and you can find these things. Also, you can check this over here in doc. Let us say start English. In this one, table combination condition, electrical heating. Okay, here there must be provided the details of all those models that are available over here. So while reading this one, you can find each and every file denotes to which one, and all the information is also available this one. Okay, in user's guide. So initially when I have started, I didn't know about all those things. So what I was doing is that everything I was making from the scratch. That means from Cartesian, then making the grid, then making each and every step. If you have this but you have already have this the repository of all these predefined DAT files. You just need to what to say, edit those DAT files in order to perform your make your model and perform the simulation. Okay. If you have any doubt, please ask now regarding any of the things, because these things are just tips how we can simply use, or how we can simply make a model. Because you can assume if we are making it from scratch, each and every enthalpy values, each and every reactions, everything for in situ combustion also we have to specify, and we must have the data for all those things. But the CMG itself has built in all these models. So if we have some changes, let us say if we in order to in situ combustion, if we want to add an extra equation that we have, that we can do. But doing it from scratch, each and everything will be very difficult. So in order to save time and effort, we must use these kind of files. Okay. If everything is clear regarding the thermal simulation, thermal reservoir simulation, please type yes. Or if you have any doubt at any point, please ask now. Okay, Chandrakas. That means whatever you are assuming, almost everything is there. Almost every model is already generated and available in the repository. So first search in that repository and find what are the things you are going to do. Then based on that, you can just simply edit a small. That means okay. For example, let us say for the this thing, I was just using a combustion tube experiment. But if we have that combustion tube experiment, we can just change it into reservoir scale. There is no issue in that. That's what I was saying. Okay then. Thank you. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Let us say most probably we will be discussing some compositional model. Thank you.